Welcome to today's Catholic Daily Readings from Christus Dominus Bread of Life. A reading from the book of Joshua. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him with a perfect and very sincere heart, and take away the gods that your fathers served in Mesopotamia and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. But if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, you have free choice. Choose today what pleases you and whom you ought to serve, whether the gods that your fathers served in Mesopotamia, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And the people responded, and they said, Far be it from us that we would forsake the Lord and serve foreign gods. The Lord our God himself led us and our fathers away from the land of Egypt, from the house of servitude. And he accomplished great signs in our sight, and he preserved us along the entire way by which we journeyed, and among all the people through whom we passed. And he cast out all the nations, the Amorites, the inhabitants of the land that we entered. And so we will serve the Lord, for he is our God. And Joshua said to the people, You will not be able to serve the Lord, for he is a holy God and strong and jealous, and he will not ignore your transgressions and sins. If you forsake the Lord and you serve foreign gods, he will turn himself, and he will afflict you, and he will overthrow you after he has given you goodness. And the people said to Joshua, By no means, for we shall serve the Lord. And Joshua said to the people, You are witnesses that you yourselves have chosen the Lord so that you may serve him. And they answered, We are witnesses. Then he said to them, Now therefore cast away the foreign gods from among you, and incline your hearts to the Lord, the God of Israel. And the people said to Joshua, We will serve the Lord our God, and we will be obedient to his precepts. Therefore on that day Joshua struck a covenant with the people, and he proposed precepts and judgments to them at Shechem. Joshua also wrote these words in the volume of the law of God, and he took a very great stone, and he stationed it under the oak that was in the sanctuary of the Lord. And he said to all the people, Behold, this stone shall be a testimony for you, that it has heard all the words of the Lord which he has spoken to you, so that you may not deny it in the future, and lie to the Lord your God. And he dismissed the people, each one to their own possession. And after these things Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old.
You are my inheritance, oh Lord. You are my inheritance, oh Lord. Keep me, O God, for in you I take refuge. I say to the Lord, my Lord, are you? Oh Lord, my allotted portion and my cup, you it is who hold fast my life. You are my inheritance, oh Lord. You are my inheritance, oh Lord.
I bless the Lord who counsels me. Even in the night my heart exhorts me. I set the Lord ever before me. With him at my right hand I shall not be disturbed.
You are my inheritance, oh Lord. You are my inheritance,
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Then little children were brought to him, so that he might place his hands upon them and pray. But the disciples rebuked them. Yet Jesus said to them, Allow the little children to come to me, and do not choose to prohibit them, for the kingdom of heaven is for such as these. And when he had imposed hands upon them, he went away from there. Join us for today's reflection. You're standing at your grandfather's funeral, and the pastor asks everyone to share a memory. Person after person talks about his kindness, his generosity, his faith. But you remember something else, the choice he made 70 years ago that changed everything. He was offered a lucrative job that would have made the family wealthy, but it required moving away from his church, his community, and the values he had taught his children. He turned it down. He chose God over gold, integrity over income, faithfulness over fortune. That choice echoes through every generation that followed. Joshua understood this kind of moment. Standing before all the tribes of Israel at Shechem, the old warrior issued the most important challenge of his life. Choose this day whom you will serve. This wasn't a casual suggestion. This was Joshua's final speech, his last chance to settle the question that would determine Israel's future. He had led them through the conquest of the Promised Land, divided the territory among the tribes, and established them as a nation. Now, at the end of his life, he wanted to know, who are you really going to serve? The choice wasn't between serving God and serving nothing. It was between serving the Lord and serving other gods. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua knew something we often forget. Neutrality is impossible. You're always serving someone or something. The only question is what or whom. The people responded immediately. Far be it from us to forsake the Lord to serve other gods. But Joshua wasn't impressed by their enthusiasm. He knew the difference between emotional commitment and actual choice. You are not able to serve the Lord, he told them bluntly. He is a holy God. He is a jealous God. He will not forgive your transgressions or your sins. If you forsake the Lord and serve foreign gods, then he will turn and do you harm after having done you good. This sounds harsh until you realize what Joshua was doing. He wasn't trying to discourage them. He was making sure they understood what they were choosing. Serving God isn't a casual hobby you pick up when convenient. It's a total life commitment that costs everything. The people insisted, no, we will serve the Lord. So Joshua made them witnesses against themselves. You are witnesses against yourselves that you have chosen the Lord to serve him. And they said, we are witnesses. This is the power of public commitment. When you declare your choice in front of others, when you make yourself accountable to a community, when you burn the bridges to your old way of life, everything changes. Jesus understood this when parents brought their children to him for blessing. The disciples tried to turn them away, thinking Jesus was too important for such trivial interruptions. But Jesus rebuked them. Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. Children don't overthink decisions the way adults do. They don't calculate all the angles or hedge their bets. When they choose completely. When they trust absolutely. When they love without reservation. That's the kind of wholehearted commitment Joshua was looking for. That's the kind of faith Jesus was talking about. Not sophisticated analysis that keeps all options open, but simple, total, irreversible choice. The psalm captures this perfectly. You are my inheritance, O Lord. Not part of my inheritance, not one option among many, but my entire inheritance. Everything I have, everything I am, everything I hope for comes from and belongs to you. Most of us want to serve God while keeping other options available. We want to follow Jesus but not close the door on worldly success. We want to be faithful but not fanatical. We want commitment but not cost. Joshua says that kind of divided loyalty doesn't work. You cannot serve the Lord if you're also serving other gods. You cannot make him your inheritance if you're also depending on other sources of security. The choice Joshua demanded from Israel is the same choice Jesus demands from us. Complete, public, irreversible commitment, not partial dedication, not gradual progress, not eventual improvement. Choose this day whom you will serve. Your grandfather's choice 70 years ago still shapes your family's values today. Your choice today will shape your children's faith tomorrow. Your public declaration of commitment will determine whether future generations even know who God is. The people at Shechem made their choice. We will serve the Lord our God and obey him. Joshua set up a stone as a witness. See, this stone will be a witness against us. It has heard all the words the Lord has spoken to us. It will be a witness against you if you are untrue to your God. Your choice needs its own stone, its own witness, its own public accountability. Not because God needs proof of your sincerity, but because you need the reminder when temptation comes and other gods start looking attractive again. Children understand this instinctively. They know that some choices are final, some commitments are total, some loves are absolute. They don't need to understand all the implications to know that when someone loves them completely, the right response is to love completely in return. The kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these because they haven't learned yet that faith is supposed to be complicated, that commitment is supposed to be conditional, that love is supposed to be calculated. Choose this day whom you will serve. Make it public. Make it permanent. Make it the choice that echoes through every generation that follows.